This camera's dark as hell, but have no fear. I look awful today. So, today begins video number, 9 or 10, something. I moved into this place. It's expensive, but I don't care. Because, I don't know, seems like I should, but I couldn't find a better deal. Everyone wants to kill you on the internet here, so you and me. Now that we're on our way out, though, let's not forget that, of course, it's demonic pandemonium. Nerds are gonna invade this town in September and try to take over Area 51. I was supposed to do that already, but I didn't. So, I don't feel like doing it without a bunch of nerds there making it comical and stupid. But who cares what I feel like doing? Anyway, you see me at all? My God, it's freaking dark. Why doesn't this camera have like smart ideas built into it, like brightness? I'm walking down the street now, and I looked at some of my videos. One of them has over 100 views, and that's neat. First 100 views video, so it's a special video for no other reason than that, because I actually don't know what I'm going to talk about. I don't know what crazy shit's going to go down. I'm not high or drunk or anything. I'm just going to the smoke shop. But I haven't made a video in a while, so yeah. Maybe find some way to get smashed and blither like an idiot. I remember one of the videos, right, there's a 3-part series I made that goes on for about an hour, where after I smoked a blunt with this dude and got fucking roasted, I just started walking around downtown, right? I went and got a bunch of beer from this little shady store. I sat down in this really creepy area. I just drank it, talked to myself, and I caught like a bunch of ghosts on camera. So I put that as the title of the video, because that area is like haunted, you know, most places around here are. And what happened was, that video didn't get popular. The next video, where I was really freaking drunk and just walking around like rambling, that one got popular. I called it the younger, lesser known of the Bang Bros. And the title and video description had nothing to do with the contents of the video. It was the worst one, but it's the most popular. That's the one that's got over 100 views. The best one, where I find the evil tape that just says like blood and shit on it, and I was hoping I could bang the girl from like The Ring if I plugged it in my VCR. Yeah, that one hasn't been fucking seen by like anyone. It's ironic that my most popular video is the one that is the worst. This neighborhood sucks dick, though. Everyone's a dumbass here. The best part is, though, there's a Mexican store down the street that has fucking like fajitas and shit. Best thing ever in this area, fajitas. And this dude's watering his garden. Very important. Make sure you use all the water resources you can, so that Las Vegas will die of thirst and starvation. It's your citizens' duty. hate this place. I hate it. Whoa, that was cool. Anyway, there's all kinds of creepy, out of place shit. You'll be walking down the street and someone will snap your fingers and you'll have a heart attack. I mean, there's people who fucking do all kinds of drugs. There's fucking Mexicans screaming in their front yard. There's fucking like 8 group homes filled with tweakers. There's fucking dogs that sound like banshees. I taught this one dog that fucking I can talk to dogs. He freaked out, man. That dog's on a forever trip. I just put him on an eternal train right there. Fucking Thomas the Dank Engine, except it's this little brown and black dog that's next door. I love when people get put on trains in an ironic way. Like, howdy. Maybe when I'm done with this, I use my other dollar to get beer. So, lots of horrible rap music here. People can find music about anything because there's so many dumbass criminals who tried to crack out their own record deal and shit on like their dumbass friend label. Fucking some of the worst rhymes I've ever heard play around here. I mean, oh, epic story. I went to the DMV and listened to Chainsaw Gutsfuck, and it turns out that song's about like watching this guy at the DMV, and the DMV is like run by a satanic cult, and that's exactly what happened. And they just sat there cracking jokes and criticizing this demon cult at the DMV. That was the best fucking thing ever. Like, people were all freaking out because there were people trying to get people to have the mark of the beast on them there, right? And I'm fucking listening to Chainsaw Gutsfuck by Mayhem, and they're like, oh, that guy's pretty ornery about all the people fucking with his head, right? It's like, give him the mark of the beast. And then they're like, fucking witchcraft trial. Fucking, hey. They said witchcraft trial. Tie the noose, Metallica. I was like, that's a great quote. Anyway, if you think that video should end here, shouldn't. Persevere. Walking down the street, freaking people out all the time. It's great. I think the smoke shop is fucking closed. I gotta go to the other one. I'm gonna check the map, and you don't get to see anymore because I gotta see if the smoke shop is open. But nah, I'm just gonna walk there. If it's closed, that'll be the down ending of this saga. I have no idea what that black guy said. If he was gonna try and hit me, I don't know. I think what would happen is his arm would like fall off and just tumble into the void. Anyway, people around here, if you've ever been to jail, that really changes your perspective on like gang shit and everything. It's so infantile. I mean, the first time I saw a guy getting laughed at for 2 weeks because he started punching this guy over a cookie, I mean, it was like, fuck, man. Grab the noose, Easy-E, in that case, I guess. Fucking hate this place. More about the Mayhem song, right? The Mayhem song was really awesome because they really took the guy at the DMV's side in that song. That's what made it great. Like, it's kind of like Mayhem watches this guy at the DMV where they're satanic and shit. And the members of the band, or the guy who wrote the lyrics, he realizes he's not such a bad guy after all. And it kind of breathes new life into him. He's like, fuck yeah, I knew I wasn't such an asshole or a devil worshiper. Like, there's people at this fucking DMV do things that would make me puke. Like, yeah, me too. That's time travel, folks. That's how that all went down. Anyway, cops. What's up? Fuck. Look, the worst place to be waiting for a bus. Right here at this bus stop. Right fucking here. I mean, you just sit there, you become the wall which upon your back rests. Yes. I mean, there's this trash can here. There shouldn't even be a bench. Just be more honest about how it is. Just like the bus stop when you're expecting people are gonna kill you before the bus gets here. Fucking awful. Fuck. This camera is dicks, dude. It's like, try reading my lips and notice that the audio is totally different from what you're reading my lips. I mean, that's true about most things, though. So when we charge Area 51, what are you gonna bring? I'd assume it would become like the new Coachella, right? Except for like sweaty neckbeards and social media dorks, fucking anime retards, people high off hard drugs, because that's what nerds do, not just weed. Yes, I know. Nerds are like tweakers that don't get ganglit. Nerds are like the tweakers who wind up in ganglit situations and piss themselves and cry, and then the next day they get kicked out because they had to told their mom they were fucking doing hard drugs and stuff, and that's how they got in this situation. Then I'm like, I'm Master Yoda now, bitch. I know how this goes. Pretty much I just tell them, like, get your affairs in order. You'll either be in prison or a grave in about 2 weeks. So if I took out a life insurance policy on my mom, she gets killed and replaced like twice a week. I wonder if the insurance people know that, because if I take out an insurance policy, every time she dies, I'm going to get like $100,000, man. But yeah. We're right in the shopping center, right? They got genetic warfare lab here. Economical, fiscal destruction, Christian bookstore, and whoa, that's a nice laundromat. Then over here we got the place I still can't afford to buy things at, called the dollar store. And Taco Bell. If you go to Panda Express, just kill yourself. I might go there later, though, because I haven't been there in years. And then Subway. They have a whole soundtrack about how working there sucks. It's awesome. It's fucking funny. And they got, if you ever go into one of these insurance buildings, I don't know who you are, and it's creepy, but there's tons of them. Like 8 check cashing places in one spot. Man, those are always the worst places in the city. Look at this dude. Yo. Alright. Come on. Smoke shop. Open. I'm gonna record myself while I'm in there. Maybe you'll get to see me, like, take a captive or something. Be epic. I think it's open. Oh, it ain't open. Oh, there's a shoe store. Yes. Look. Oh my gosh, it's so bright. You know they're supposed to pretend everything in here is for tobacco, even though it smells like weed. Hello. Huh?
Hi.
Hi. Give me a pack of those cigars. Say peach mango. Showtime. No. Right on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, it's time to get beer for $1 if I can. Oh my god, a teriyaki restaurant. Hell yeah. Things I would afford if I didn't have crippling dissociative hallucinations and I don't know what else. I got synesthesia. Yeah, that's one of the coolest weird mind trips ever if you don't fucking break your brain, because that can snap your mind easily, man. It's when, like, you smell what you see or something, or do like both at once. It becomes like one combined sense. It's really dangerous for your mind, especially because people have learned now when someone's thinking of something that could like blow their brains out, they just do something subtle with their own brains and they can make it happen even if you're like practiced at stopping your brain from blowing out. That's why I hate people and I hate Las Vegas. And if anywhere else is like that, I hate you and everyone there as well. And for good damn reason. I ought to cut my neck beard. Maybe. No one loves me anyway. I told my mom that interacting with her made me realize chances are I'm not worth keeping alive, and for some reason just eternally condemned, just lead a useless and miserable life. So I'm actually looking for some kind of way to like die in short notice. They say honor your father. She takes it to mean honor your mother, right? And once she figured that out, that's all that ever mattered to her. And the funny thing is she really hates me and thinks I deserve to die and burn in hell and shit. So, I don't know, I figured I could go on like some weird deep website or like 4chan or something and find someone who will like torture me to death. And maybe then, when she dies for the 2700th time, I'll be like, yeah, bitch. Moral uprightness. I'm not a lich, and I died in horrible pain and agony like you always wanted me to. So, yeah. I hate the cell phone service. In this neighborhood, it doesn't work worth shit. And this is what I look like from all kinds of angles, bitch. You know what this is? This is a condemnation of you and everyone you know, including me and everyone you don't know, probably. Yee. I fucking hate this hair demon. I got that on fucking camera too. It's easier to draw them out with a camera because they're like, ooh, a camera. Once you record them, they're kind of like, oh shit. Once you tell them you're not going to delete the video, they're like double shit. Once they get used to it, they act totally different because they're like, oh fuck, I'm a ghost. I just got caught on camera and this is going to happen regularly, right? Changes the attitude of an undead specter quite a bit. Whoa! I like these phones that have this camera that just makes everything look terrible, but it points right at you. And then you can see my face instead of all the disgusting other shit around here. Oh, these apartments back here behind this nasty casino, I stayed there for a little while with like 10 other people. They tried to sacrifice me to Satan in like a cult. And that cult's still running. They didn't collapse or anything. It's got totally different people in them because cults in Vegas are like, you in and you out. The cults are kind of like fanatic anti-drug experiment places where everyone's already got brain damage from doing them. So they pretty much just train you to be like Ronald Reagan's worst enemy. I mean, like a psychic or a witch. That's what made this town so horrible. Is those places. People got in them, realized they were being used to be like a Blue Oyster Cult out-covered army fucking of death foot soldier. And they just lost it. And now you can hear that shit when you're on the bus. You'll be going to the store and there's like 8 people doing licking. You go to Taco Bell and your brain is in the fucking ground beef. Sucks, man. You could go to the psychologist and they're like, they're not even trying to keep you out of that shit. They're tossing you right in there, man. Fuck. I mean, the psychologist is just going to drive you insane because they're a psychotic, evil pervert who worship the devil or something. Fucking normal people just do it because they feel good for about half a second until someone does another spell on them and they have to suck more of your life out of you and shit, so they feel a little better for a little longer. Yeah, it's a toxic waste center, except with brain power. It's like people are so far from mundane reality around here that, I mean, these people wouldn't function very far away from the city. Like a blanket. And all these people think this way, do this with their minds. Maybe it's some kind of machine, right? If they get too far from it, they're going to be in a situation where they normally do that with their minds. It's not going to work. They're just going to burn out their brain. I would be more concerned, but I have to struggle with it day in and day out. No one gives a fuck about church or religion or morality. They just want more fucking psychosis and more your brain power, more your soul, more thralls, more sex slaves, more gaslighting people, and more hard drugs. generally. If you find a motherfucker that only does weed, don't believe him. He crossfades at least. I remember being 13 before everyone was crossfaded 24/7. They were like, being crossfaded is dangerous, man. Weed is a downer. Alcohol's an upper. You're getting the two opposite things. They collide in your brain in a way that it can't rationalize or can't be stable on. But no, people will snort a line, kick back a couple beers, smoke as much weed as they can get their hands on, and then take their psych meds and try to go to sleep. As regular ass motherfuckers, because like everyone here has schizophrenia. You can walk down the street and just air shit that's gonna drive you fucking mad if you're from out of town or shit. That's why I like the Strip and I like Fremont. People from out of town, they make this situation a whole lot better because it reminds you that if you could get out of here and go away from Las Vegas, you could have a normal life. You could get a job, and your mental condition would not be degrading. But you can't do that in Las Vegas. This store is Spanish, so it's gonna be lit in here. See. So yeah, for the 50th time, I want to leave this town now. This is the strongest thing I have. I got $1. I can get toxic sludge. Yeah. I should have played some music on here. Could have been listening to like Municipal Waste or something. Is it?
میشمه؟ سفنسیون deja más de
Yeah. Now, there's so many evil people who have died, or their spirits are evil, right? Because of how they died and stuff, what their life was like, having to deal with this whole town. Yeah? No? But the good thing about this town is all the spirits of the departed. If you could get in a situation where you could just be flowing energy, waves, fucked up thinking and everything. I mean, you'll be sitting in a chair, eating nachos or something, and you'll get like psychic IMs, right? Or like, you'll just feel a wave coming. And if you learn, you can just kind of catch on to it, right? And whatever it says is usually fucking hilarious or cool. Like if you imagine it, what it says is fucking awesome. And people send like videos like that. The problem is most people are trying to kill you and suck out your soul and make your life miserable and do Wiccan several times a minute. You don't normally get to enjoy those things around here. So, I mean, it has ups and downs, but we're trying to kill anyone who has a positive view or a positive experience. That's how this town goes. So, like this beer. As I'm walking down this street, passing cars are cursing it. Anyone who wants to get a word in on this is trying to hurt my head. You're getting set up to have a bad time. All the time. Everything is just a setup take away from others, so they have minimal amounts of what that person would have had. So I'm gonna crack this thing open. Expertise. It's a diesel station, but I don't see the little machine. That place says it's a donut shop. Really, it's just another place to get blunt wraps. Go there for the donuts. I'm like, what the hell? There's like two income classes around here. There's people who buy from the grocery store with EBT and spend all their other money on weed and malt liquor. And then there's people who can afford to eat at like Taco Bell, or once in a while to go to like the teriyaki place or something. That's two kinds of people here, right? It's depressing. This video's gone on for 30 minutes, man. I only had 6 gigabytes left on my